What is this red apparatus with various pulleys, wheels, and spools that are made to turn? Maybe it could feed something through them to crush, but it doesn't look sturdy enough to exert large pressure. Any info on what application it could have been used for would be awesome. It's an antique cylinder filling machine from circa 1890, used to tightly fill canisters with fabric strips used in rag rug loom weaving. The fabric strip is threaded through the eyelet guide in front of the left concave roller, then brought over the top of the roller and drops into the funnel below, while turning the large wheel with the leather belt. The pole is used to poke the strip down into the tube and pack it tight. The cylinder is then inserted into a wooden shuttle, which carries the strip of fabric across the loom. The fabric feeds out of the cylinder as the shuttle shoots across the loom at the weaver's hand. I saw this on the USS North Carolina Battleship. What is it? I visited Wilmington, North Carolina this past weekend and saw the USS North Carolina, a World War II-era battleship. A must-see, by the way. For the most part, there were plaques everywhere with plenty of info, but I didn't see any signs about this. Does anyone know what it is or what it was used for? Thanks in advance. That's a signal flag locker, often referred to as a flag bag or flag locker. It's a specialized storage unit, usually located on the navigation bridge or signal bridge, designed to hold the various flags and pennants used for visual communication. These lockers were critical because during wartime, radio silence was frequently maintained to prevent the enemy from triangulating the fleet's position. The locker was designed for quick access, with each flag organized into its own small cubbyhole so signalmen could grab the necessary flags immediately. What is this thing I found on the side of the highway after fishing? It says genuine Calrod on it and measures approximately 6 inches. I guess it's an old mower blade or something from equipment. Any insights would be appreciated. That's the center part of a burner element from an old electric stove. You just have the structural middle part that would support the weight of the pot or pan. The resistive element, the part that gets hot, would circle around it and clip into those notches. What is this farm equipment? I know it's not a hay trolley, but it's cute as a button to me. It is stamped patented January 2nd, 1894 and October 3rd, 1899. After I posted it on Facebook, someone in the comments said it's an ornate clothesline pulley, but I can't visualize the attachment at the other end. Any advice or leads would be helpful. It's part of an antique exercise equipment, an early home gym pulley system. Here's the 1894 patent, patented by William J. O'Brien Jr. of New York City. And here's the 1899 patent, also patented by William J. O'Brien Jr. This thing is made of 5 pieces of wood that are joined together by brass fittings. I bought it as part of a set of old woodworking tools, but the owner didn't know what it was. Each piece is roughly 1/2 inch square by 22 inches long. The centerpiece that slides out is pointed at the end and can be extended partway and then tightened with a thumb screw. The outside pieces that swing out sort of snap into place when brought all the way down or up. I did a Google image search, and the results suggested a portable cost or hat rack, but I don't think that's right because the piece that unfolds can't make a tripod to stand with. Can anyone help identify what this might be? You have a single leg for an antique camera tripod. This site IDs them as being Eastman Kodak from circa 1895, and the auction has just 2 of the 3 legs. Perhaps yours is the missing 3rd leg. What is this handheld tool with rotating metal rings with spines, found in an old house in a small lobstering town in Maine? The house was built in 1858, and we thought it may have had some sort of purpose for lobstering or leatherworking, but we can't figure it out. The small rows of metal spines rotate independently of each other so the tool rolls across the surface you roll it on. We've attempted to Google search, but no luck. I would love to know what it was used for. It's a vintage massage tool, a handheld massager marketed in the early 1990s as a pain reliever instrument, manufactured by Numex Corporation of Cerritos, California. It was patented on February 19, 1991 by Gunther Schweisfurth of Dahden, Germany. It was designed to be rolled over the skin to provide a form of mechanical massage or acupressure for musculoskeletal pain, including arthritis. While marketed as a medical device for pain relief, the Federal Trade Commission took action against the Numex Corporation in 1993. The company settled charges regarding false or unsubstantiated claims made in infomercials, which suggested the device could provide significant relief for various ailments without scientific proof. What is this pair of brass tongs I found inside an attic in Windsor, England? It was found alongside a whole load of random but identifiable stuff, seemingly with no common thread between the items. Possibly 9 inches long, 15 inches extended, reasonably light, and possibly an Asian pattern along the handle, with a metal pole element. I'm fairly certain they are just your basic brass instruments, but I can't seem to find anything that looks particularly similar. The 2 downward hook heads are only open 3/4 an inch at maximum, and the metal feels as though it was not supposed to be stretched open further than this. Any help is appreciated. Many thanks. It's definitely a pair of Hookah coal tongs, used to safely handle, move, and adjust burning charcoal briquettes on a hookah bowl. This often features sharp ends designed to break up coals, and the spike is for poking holes in the foils for the coal to breathe on a hookah. What is this thing I found buried in my backyard? It was found about 6 inches deep beside a pond. I tried to crank it, but no give. It looks like an old lever shock absorber from a 1930s car, but I'm not sure. Can you please help me identify what this thing is? It's a 1930s Potbelly door closer, designed to securely close doors. It was patented on April 8, 1930 by David R. Lazier for the Norton Lazier Company of Chicago, Illinois. These units typically feature 2-speed adjustment to control both the closing and latching speeds. Does anyone know what this is or what it's good for? It has a wooden handle, and the end piece kind of flops back and forth. There's no discernible lettering or text on it to identify a manufacturer, but it does have lettering to display WS1 on one side of the metal cone part. Someone else had one, posted 6 years ago, but didn't appear to get an answer. And another one posted 3 years ago, and still didn't get an answer. What is this intended to be used for? Please tell us down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.